guys, it's me. I'm here today to give you an update on the Molly fry in the tank behind me. And I also maybe have an opportunity for one of you guys. You might think it's dumb, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So I had a single balloon belly Molly named Sprinkles, and she gave birth to this batch of fry on August 20th. Take note of how little my plants had grown in at this point, because they are definitely overgrown now. This was actually her second batch of fry for me, even though I never owned any male mollies. Female mollies can actually store the sperm in their body and have up to 5 batches of babies after the last point they're exposed to a male, so I tried very hard to not have fry, but she had other plans for me. Look at how tiny and cute they were, you guys. So she originally had about 11 or 12 fry in this batch. By September you could already see a little bit of their colors changing. This white one here was actually one of my favorites that sadly did not make it. Now all the fry were still pretty small at this point and pretty cute. I really love watching them swim around and swim in little groups and things like that. Now I was feeding them a flake food at this point just because it was easy and they could kind of break off little bites. You'll notice I also took the mother Molly out because she was showing aggression and trying to eat some of her own fry, which fish do sometimes. The white sand was definitely a pain to keep clean and shows every little mess they make, but it did allow me to see the fry really clearly when they were so tiny. Now, right after September, I think around that time, they did have a massive die-off, which is not super unusual with fry, I don't think, especially with such a small batch. So there was originally 11 or 12, but by October we were down to about 5. 3 big ones and 2 little ones. This one big one had the really yellow head, and then we had probably the most distinctive looking one that is almost solid black, and the other yellow one that is only a little bit of black on the tail. I try to not give them names because I know that I'm going to have to get rid of them, but I do think they're very cute. Now of the 2 little ones, this was the smallest one, the little small fry that just has a little black tail. The other small one was a little bit bigger, but still probably less than half the size of the other fry. I don't know why the 2 little ones just don't grow like the 3 big ones. I know a lot of fish keepers would have just culled them, and maybe I should have, but I figured if they can survive, then they can be in the tank for me. I just find it really calming when they're all together and just swimming at the top and playing with the live plants and things like that. By this time you can see that their body shape is already starting to balloon out a little bit and really get that distinctive balloon Molly shape. Though their colors are still changing and developing. And this month, in November, you can really see how they're brightening up and getting more distinctive looking. Now I really tried to not get attached or notice any of the fry individually, but this one was pretty distinctive looking. It's one of the largest fry and it's the only one that has that almost solid black color. So I'm not picking favorites, but if I did, it might be that one. You'll notice at this point how overgrown my tank is with all the ferns really taking off. But I think the fry really enjoyed it and it gave them a lot of cover, and they were kind of like, you know, picking at the roots and the leaves and all the shoots and stuff, so I think they really enjoyed it, and I'm happy with the tank even though I know that it's really messy looking. I just really like watching them kind of naturally interact with their environment. today I really enjoy getting this top view of my aquarium. Sometimes I just take the lid off and feed them like this and pretend it's my own like little mini kind of koi pond. Now I just dropped in a little piece of gel food so you could kind of get a final size comparison. This is one of the big mollies versus one of the little ones that didn't really grow. I've really enjoyed keeping all of these and I am going to miss them, so I really hope that they go to a home that can take care of them and love them. So as I'm sure you guys can tell, I don't really have space to grow out all of these molly fry. I just don't really have the space or the time, and honestly I really just wanted to get out of mollies. Because they are a live-bearing fish, it's been kind of a challenge. Like, pretty soon, these fry are going to start inbreeding each other if I do not get them out of here and into different homes. And I definitely don't want that, and I definitely don't want to keep multiplying and multiplying these mollies because I just don't have space for them. So my plan was always to give them to my local fish store. There is a chain pet store in my area, but there's also a local fish store that I know takes good care of them and is going to give them a good home. And this is a totally fine option, and people do this all the time. But I had another idea that maybe is a little bit crazy, I don't know. What I really wanted to do is, if any of you guys are interested, maybe somebody out there who either watches my videos or has their own fish channel and is interested at all, I really wanted to see if one of you would like to have them. I thought it would be a really great opportunity for me to learn how to ship fish because I've never done it before, and it would be a really cool way to make some new videos about how to pack and ship fish and all of that. So, I don't know. I know that nobody's probably going to want these balloon mollies because mollies are live bear and they're very easy to come by, and usually people end up with too many of them, so I'm sure a lot of people are trying to give away their fry. But I only have 5 and they're really cute, as you can see. So I don't know, if any of you are interested, just like drop me a comment down below and tell me like if you are interested and what you want to do with them. I would really love it if maybe someone with a fish channel wanted them so I could check in on them and see them every now and then. I know it's probably a lot to ask for. I'm just like, just throwing things out there, you know? Like in my dream scenario. I don't know if somebody would want to trade me fish for them or something. I could really use like maybe some neon tetras or some cory cats or something else just really common and calm that can be in maybe a beta community, because that's really what I was planning to make this tank. I don't know, maybe if somebody has an excess of neon tetras or cory cats and wants to just switch me for some mollies, I think that would be really cool. I don't know. Like I said, giving them to the pet store is a totally fine option, what I plan to do all along. And I know it's kind of a dumb request that no one is probably interested in. But I just thought I would throw it out there just in case before I have to give these guys to the pet store because I am going to miss them. I've really enjoyed having these fish. They've been really interesting for me to see and watch them grow and how they swim in a community. Unfortunately, they are not going to be compatible in the beta community tank that I want this tank to become, because as they get bigger they are going to get more aggressive and they're going to be fin nipping and kind of bothering my beta, and I don't want that. And like I said, I really just don't want them inbreeding and having more and more fry. So that's really all that I have for you guys today. Thank you for indulging me in my crazy request. I hope that you like the fry and you find them as fascinating as I do. I've really enjoyed having them, and I just wanted you guys to meet them all before they're gone. But I am also really excited for what this tank is going to become. I also have some big plans for changes coming up on my 5-gallon tank that I think you're really going to like. Oh, and we haven't even got to what I've done to the 20-gallon. Now you guys might have caught it in the last video, I'm not sure, but yeah, lots of updates here too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad to have you guys, and I hope that your day is going amazing. If you could like this video, I would appreciate it. If you could comment, I would love it. And you guys don't understand that it really means the world to me to have new subscribers. I'm new here and I'm really trying to get into the fish keeping community, and everyone's been so nice and so kind to me. And it just makes me feel like I have all these new friends that I can share my hobby with, and it makes my heart so full. So thank you so much, and I hope that the Fun Fishology family can continue to grow. Remember to come back next week because I will have another new video on one of my other tanks. And yeah, just thanks again so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. So anyway, hi Minnie. You know, it's not all about you. It's not all about you. So anyway, hello Minnie, how are you? Is it all about you today? Is it all about you every day? Now I just dropped some gel food in so you can get kind of a final size comparison. This is one of the big guppies next to one of the little ones. What? I don't have guppies.